Why don't you just disappear? She didn't scream it, she snapped it, like a twig breaking under a boot. Why don't you just disappear? The room went quiet. My stepdaughter's words hung there, sharp and final. I looked at her father, waiting, hoping. He didn't hesitate. We'd be better off without you. That was it. No apology, no correction, no pause. I didn't cry, I didn't argue. I nodded once, calmly, as if they'd just confirmed something I already knew. I went upstairs, I packed my bags, and I left without a word. I met him 12 years ago when his life was chaos and mine was stability. He had a young daughter, tired eyes, and a practiced sadness that made people lean in. I leaned in too. I believed him when he said he wanted peace. I believed him when he said he needed help rebuilding. I became the builder. I paid off debts he never told me about. I refinanced my apartment to save his house. I handled school meetings, doctor visits, birthdays. I swallowed disrespect and called it patience. I told myself love meant endurance. Back then, his daughter used to hold my hand crossing the street. She used to call me when she was scared at night. I remember thinking, we're becoming a family. That's the cruelest part of betrayal. It uses your hope against you. The shift was quiet. Side glances, whispers that stopped when I entered a room. My name used less. My presence tolerated, not welcomed. He stopped sharing details. Finances became handled. Decisions were made without me. I'd find receipts hidden in jacket pockets, late nights explained poorly, a phone locked tighter than a vault. Then came the message, not meant for me, but seen by me. She doesn't suspect a thing, we just need to wait. No name, no context, but I didn't need more. I didn't confront him, I didn't spiral, I didn't ask questions that would tip him off. I smiled, I observed, I collected. Screenshots, bank statements, property documents, text records. I learned what was in my name and what was strategically placed in his. I spoke to a lawyer under the excuse of estate planning. I spoke to an accountant about tax efficiency. They had no idea the war had already started. The night of the fight wasn't sudden, it was planned, just not by them. She accused me of controlling everything. He nodded along. Let her speak, let her unload. When she told me to disappear, it wasn't teenage anger, it was rehearsed. When he backed her up, it wasn't weakness, it was permission. So I gave them what they asked for. This morning, my phone blew up. 13 missed calls. Texts followed, panicked, disoriented. Where are you? You took the files. The bank says the account is frozen. This isn't funny. I watched the screen light up and go dark again, because while they were celebrating my absence, the consequences arrived. The house, in my name, solely. He never noticed when I transferred it years ago for refinancing purposes. The savings, legally mine, documented, traceable, untouchable. The business he ran, funded by my credit, registered under an LLC I controlled. And the final move, the one that made his hands shake, that letter from my lawyer explaining exactly how much he owed me, with interest. He showed up at noon. No shouting, no threats, just desperation leaking through his skin. You ruined us, he said, voice cracking. I looked at him the way you look at a stranger who mistakes familiarity for forgiveness. No, I said, you ruined yourselves. I just stopped saving you. His daughter stayed in the car, wouldn't meet my eyes. I didn't blame her. Children learn cruelty from the adults who reward it. Now I'm sitting in a quiet apartment, mine, again. The silence isn't heavy, it's clean. I replay that moment sometimes, the way they told me to disappear like I was disposable, the way they assumed I'd beg, break, stay. They never understood the kind of woman I am. I don't explode, I execute. And the funniest part? They wanted me gone. They just didn't realize how much of their life would leave with me.